Welcome to the 2022 CSI Predator US Pro Billiard Series. This is the Arcadia Arizona Open, being held at the beautiful Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona. This is the first of 6 events scheduled for 2022. Full field of 64 players vying for $75,000 in prize fund. CSI Predator Pro Billiard Series has a total prize fund of $775 for the entire season. Culminates in the March 2023 Predator World 10 Ball. They're held alongside the CSI State Championships in Arizona, Wisconsin, Las Vegas, Michigan, Ohio, and Puerto Rico. Hundreds of BCA and USA Pool League members in attendance. We've got C.DEUEL and HOHMANN in a first round match in 2 races to 4 with a shootout deciding if they tie. This is George Deja in the booth, joined by Mark White from across the pond. Mark, what do you think we got here? Great match?
I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, 2 absolute legends of the game. C.DEUEL. Just looking at the leg just then, C.DEUEL was about 3 foot short on his leg. Whether he didn't want to break first or not, I don't know. But anyway, he's using the, I've noticed, I've never seen it live. I know I've seen him on YouTube videos using the slider up and down on his cue. Never seen it before.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, strange. A little red slider you'll see on his cue.
For it.
So have a look out for that. Torsten to break then. Looking forward to this one, George.
Well, always looking forward to watch Torsten break. November, I believe he was inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame, as just about every European title available. Straight pool great. In this 2 races to 4. Torsten is also ranked, I believe he's ranked 13th. No, I'm sorry, he's ranked 4th in the Pro Billiard Series rankings from the 4 events last year.
Yeah, he does like to play in all of them, doesn't he?
He played all of them. He was 9th through 16th here last year in Tucson, 17th through 24th in Las Vegas, 9th through 16th in Michigan, and 9th through 16th in Ohio. I'm sure he's wanting to step up his game and come in 5th through 8th. Make a little more money.
Yeah, there you see the little red slider. Look, you'll see it when he walks around the table. Have a look out for it. Very interesting little piece of equipment. There you see he's got his hand round it at the moment. You see that? There you see it. Look, George, see that little red sleeve?
I see.
The little red slippy sleeve thing.
Oh, I've never seen that.
No, just.
So it works as a bridge, huh?
And he holds onto it, and it just slides through, stops the cue sticking. He prefers it. Great character, of course, C.DEUEL, isn't he? Always interesting. He's like another Earl Strickland to me in a way.
I don't know how to respond to that, but that's a great
kick. Just, I mean, an interesting character, you know.
Did he get a rail there?
No, he didn't get a rail.
He 3-rail kicked the ball, yeah. No rail for a foul. This is a 3-foul rule in this game. 10 ball counts on the break. Early 10 balls.
He's going for the 3 fouls here.
He's going for the 3 foul. Ooh, that's hard. I don't care how these guys play. I've only seen 1 3 foul, and that was earlier today.
Might even break out the 4-10 here as well while he's at it. Yep, there you go. Good shot.
Very good shot.
Very, very clever shot that.
7 ball blocks his. Does it though? You're going to the side rail to the left of the 8 and coming down. It might not block it, but he's going to hit the top of the 3 and go right in the drink.
He's got to do an Efren shot. Well, he's got to do more than that.
6 ball takes care of that. He's going to go around
4
6.
rails here.
Yeah, 4 rails.
2. Oh, and you see that widen off that second rail.
It wasn't wide enough to begin with. In order to hit the 3 ball, if he hits above the side pocket, it's not coming down for the 3, I don't think.
He's going to run this out now.
Yeah, that's what he wants. He got his safety, and he was figuring, hey, I can get 2 fouls, or I can get ball in hand either way and see what I can do here.
Yeah, lots of experience. You mentioned
his consistency too.
Yeah, he was
with all those finishes.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame, of course, along with Kelly Fisher at the same time.
Sure.
Wonderful Kelly. And Alison Fisher, of course, made a dame this year by the Queen of England.
Oh, that's right.
The OBE, sorry, she got. Oh, it's in.
Oh, why would he even want to go down there? Why wouldn't he stay outside and use the rail to come back on the 6? He wanted to come over and go 2 rail for position on the 6. I see the line that I see what he was going for. I guess it must have looked too easy.
Just shows
He's
you
going for the same shot right here with ball in hand.
with all that.
This is what he was going for.
Yeah.
This is what Corey did too.
With all that experience, Hall of Famer, won every tournament, still make mistakes like that.
It goes to show we all make those mistakes. Some less than others, and him rarely.
Great straight pool player as well.
It's a great player. Great human being. Nice guy. Absolute gentleman. Lives in New York. He's from Germany.
He actually learned to scuba dive with a friend of mine, Giovanni Bacchetti, a guy who had a dive school in Thailand. And it was actually the year that Fedor Gorst won the world title. His first world championship, Fedor Gorst. And they were on holiday together, learning to dive together. And there's a brilliant picture of them all on the seabed. And Fedor Gorst, who's got the trophy, the world trophy, and he stood next to on the
underwater
seabed with Torsten HOHMANN.
Wow.
Yeah, lovely picture.
Meanwhile, Corey is able to find his way back to the table and line up straight for this 10 ball and try to take this first game down.
And he does.
And he does. 1-0 over Torsten HOHMANN in this race to 4. It's 2 races to 4. Shootout if they're even, if they're tied, to determine the winner.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 shootouts today. The last one wasn't, of course. 2 straight set victory for Carlo Biardo.
That's right.
Against
3 out of
his
4 have been shootouts.
Looking around the room, Alex Kazakis is in action, I can see. Naoki Oi, the man with the funny trainers. Did you see the picture I put on Facebook of him wearing one yellow trainer and one bright orange, or
yes,
like
I did see that.
A purple coloured trainer. He's certainly a character.
When you say trainer, you're talking about tennis shoes,
Sorry,
right?
sneakers or tennis
shoes.
shoes.
Tennis shoes. Okay.
Yeah. We've got Omar Al-Shaheen. We've got Tony Robles playing against Esteban Robles.
Esteban is the Alpha Crypto sponsor.
He certainly is.
10 ball going towards the pocket. No, but he made the ball in the lower corner pocket.
He made the 3 ball I saw
think
go
he made
in.
the 1 ball too.
Yeah. No, the 1 ball's there.
It's up on top. Okay. See, I was looking at the monitor and it doesn't show up on the monitor on your screen right now. So I didn't see it. There it is. And what's he going to do with his 2 ball? Go ahead and bank it in the side. Let's see what he does.
Maybe play the. Yeah, he's going to bank it in the corner maybe, or roll it up, cut it down the rail.
He could bank it in the side and go around the table. He could bank it in the corner.
Look at the 410. Oh, I like banking this. Bank it in the corner. He's called it. He's called the bank, George. Oh, is he going to get a bit of love?
No, he's not. Oh, yes, he is. I thought that 2 ball was going to come over and squeak by there. It didn't. Torsten is faced with a kick.
Quickly goes for the extension on the cue. Kicking 1 rail. He'll be hoping to make this. He's called it in the corner.
Kick shot. He's trying to make this in the corner. Bring the cue ball. Whoa.
Oh, he's missed it altogether.
Torsten had an extension for that cue he's playing with. Corey played in 2 events last year. He played in the Arizona, where he was also 9th through 16th, and then he played in Las Vegas, where he was 17th through 24th. So he's cashed a little bit of money, a little over $1,500 for those 2 outings, where Torsten has cashed $1,825.50.
I'd love to see him play another Mosconi. I really would. Corey Jewell. Has he hit this hard enough?
Just. He's not happy with it, but he goes, "Oh well, I have to work my way right through it."
It is what it is.
welcome a viewer here. She says, I'm listening to the best commentary. This isn't me, folks. This is actually my wife talking. She says, I'm hearing the greatest commentary with an added English accent. As you know, I like English accents. She loves your royalty over in England.
I'm sorry, I'm not royalty.
Anything having to do with the royal
Taylor.
family. She absolutely loves. Has a lot to do with it. He's cut this in. Coming around for the side pocket. Corey's going to make quick work of this and go up 2-0.
Yeah, I always say class is permanent, form is temporary, and Corey is certainly class.
Corey's good guy. Two of the gentlemen in pool facing each other.
Yeah, wasn't happy with that one, I tell you. A little
For a
grimace.
2-0 lead, and we'll go to a break right after this 10 ball. And up to break the balls is a Moscone MVP, U.S. Open 9-ball champ, Derby City Bank Pool champ. Corey's got the titles.
It certainly has.
Corey's got the break. 2-0 in a race to 4 over Tucson, HOHMANN.
Wow.
Cut break, and it looks dry.
He gave them a good old larrup. There's another word for you, larrup.
Larrup? Is that like a wallop?
It is like
Okay,
a wallop,
okay.
but with an L.
It's funny, John Lehman and I were discussing Corey's break, wondering how he was going to break the balls. And because he was here watching other matches and watching how the balls were breaking. And he said, I wonder if he'll be using the cut break or which break he'll be using. And as now we've seen, well, we've just seen that one break from Corey, actually.
Yeah, this is interesting. Hooked, but choosing to jump.
Jump.
Wow, what a great shot. Drew it back as well, look.
And that's
perfect on the
two.
two.
Yeah. Oh, good shot.
What a great jump that was.
I knew
Long
he was-
distance as well. Here comes the replay. Have a look at this. Watch this. Over the 3, bounce, bounce. Clip off the 4 and all the way back down for perfect position on the 2. Terrific shot. Oh, he's cueing so well. He's overdone that, if anything. Wants it off the rail a bit. It's made this shot a little bit difficult now, George.
Yeah, it is. I got to say, watching that cue ball dance around and spin around with those little triangles on it, it's a little sexier than watching the measle ball. It really is. Even the colors of it, not being red, they're dark and
A clever little idea there.
cleverly
Almost got
aligned.
it. Got distance.
Well, let's see what Corey does. One of the shots I like to play here, although with the 5 ball there makes it difficult, is the 2 rail behind the 8 with the cue ball.
Yeah, half ball on the 3 on the left of it, round the
A little bit
rails.
less than a half ball here. It's a thin head on the 3.
Yeah.
You can go to either side if he wants.
He's playing the bank, isn't he?
Well, you could also play the kick stick.
Yeah, he called the bank. He's played the bank, but hasn't made it.
Well, as I said just a little bit ago, former Derby City champion, not world, but former Derby City bank pool champion.
Another deep draw shot here.
Oh, Torsten.
I was disgusted with that one. So now a chance. 7 ball though. Look at the 7 ball.
How do you get to the 7? I think you get to the 7 when you go from the 5 to the 6. You can move the 9 and still be on the 6. Or will he play for the 5-10 combo? By the way, he's measuring, he's looking at that, he's taking that into consideration.
Yeah, why not with the 7 tied up?
Just brings that cue ball right to about where that chalk is next to his hand.
Sometimes your decisions are made
Nope,
for
he's
you,
not
George.
doing that. He's not doing that.
No, he's not. Now he can go into it here if he wants, but there's no real value in it.
Yes,
Maybe
right.
he can
Into the 7? Or are you talking about into the 10?
into the 7.
I'd go into the 7 here.
Yeah. No, drew into the 10 ball. Has he got a shot at the 6? I think he has.
Well, he's got a great shot at the 6.
And he's going to have to leave the bank on the 7.
Banker safety. And Corey is actually the first player I've seen use one of those slippy slidey things.
Yeah, of course, he famously was using the bridge to break off in a recent tournament as well.
Oh, really? I think I saw something about that. It's called first extension. Now, see,
That's why earlier I was likening him to Earl. Earl loves his little gizmos
gadgets.
and little gadgets, you know. Yeah.
But Earl's, some of Earl's actually make sense. I know it doesn't make sense to some people, but they do to me. As you age, there's movement. I mean, he's very athletic. He plays golf. He runs. He's in shape. But I'm telling you, as I was younger, I can go back 10 years, and my stance over the ball was solid, very solid. I had great core, and I didn't move. I can feel movement in my stance now, and I attribute that to age and not working out. I really do. And so I think that makes a big difference. And I think some of the things Earl does, like the weights around his waist, and he does it when he's tired or towards the end of a tournament. And I think it has to do with keeping his stance solid. Just my guess, just from hearing this, that, and the other, that's just my guess.
Must cost him a fortune in extra luggage weight when he goes abroad.
I don't think they're very heavy weights. I think it's 5 or 10 pounds here and there. But he'd have to be the one to give us that information.
Trying to come back behind the 8 here.
Yeah, he's just trying to get out in the middle of the table. I think Torsten's going to slice and dice this ball and get his first game.
Yeah, I actually like playing this with. A little bit of drawing left to come around angles rather than.
Oh, not at all. I would just play this with dead center. It's easier to aim and easier to make. In fact, the touch of inside keeps it on the same line, just a little bit to the right. And
oh yeah, it was a lot thinner than I actually thought it was. Yeah, it was very thin. Yeah, that's a great shot. How well did he control that?
Perfectly. Just the way he drew it up in his mind. You know how you see the shot before you shoot it? That's just how he saw it. Let's see if he goes to the side pocket with this 9, which it looks like he will.
He who can perceive will achieve.
Ah, there you go. Well, you got to see it, you know, in order to achieve it, as you just said. Sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah, he's going to draw one back here.
No, he's just going to hit it straight across, little inside again.
Sorry, I meant draw a rack back.
Oh, okay. Draw one back. Draw a point back. Right. See, I don't get your. I don't get those.
It's us English. That's what we do. We try and confuse each other here, George.
That's correct. Unfortunately, we have an audience, and I hope we're not confusing them.
Yeah, please. If we're confusing you, well, they won't understand.
Text Mark. Text Mark.
Blame it on the Englishman.
That's right. I'll give him your cell number.
Just looking across the room, I see Tyler Steyer there. It's his birthday today. We mentioned that earlier. I think, how old is he today? 27, I think he is.
Tyler Steyer.
I think he's about 27 today, maybe 28 even.
Tyler Steyer is 27. He was born on... No, Tyler's birthday is 1/1/95. That's what I have. He's actually 27 years old.
27. Oh, to be 27 again. Happy birthday to Tyler. Moscone Cup player. Torsten to break. Another Moscone player. Made a couple of balls. And a shot on the 2. Look at this.
This is open.
This
the
is
only
all
trouble
open.
Is what? Everything has a pocket.
5, yeah. A little bit difficult to get on the 5, maybe.
But once he moves to 5, he has a pocket.
Yeah. Where does he play the 5, George?
Upper right. He'll be coming from the 4 ball down a little bit and play the 5 ball. Put the cue ball close to the 9 there and play it in the same pocket as the 4.
You see right down the line of Torsten, never moved. Beautiful delivery of the cue, straight line. Just draw this out a little bit.
Just a little, just a hint. He's trying to decide how he wants to address the 5 ball at this time. Using his time wisely, but he's down to about 6 seconds. And he didn't get the angle he needs to get back there.
I think he can draw into this.
Yeah, he's going to move it, I think.
And I think he'll just draw straight into the 7 here.
If he draws this, he'll draw straight into the 5, actually. Oh, no, he might get the 7. He might hit them both at the same time.
Yeah.
Right into the 5.
That's why I didn't want to hit the 5. You know, if you hit the 5, there's always the chance of that happening. And it's gone wrong. If you hit the 7, that doesn't happen.
No, you're correct.
So maybe just a tad higher, just a tip higher on the cue ball there. He drew it a little bit too much.
Yeah, if he would have come over a little bit more to the left from the 3, he could have had that angle to get towards the 9 for the 5.
This is a tough kick. 9 very close to the 5.
Point.
And he hits the 9 first. It's a foul.
Well, Corey's got these 5 balls to get on the hill for this first race of 4. This would be a good shootout.
Maybe you can have a look at the Fargos in a minute. What's the difference? Who's the favourite? I mean, I guess Torsten.
Their Fargos are, I think it's only a couple points apart. Let me see. 8 points apart. Torsten is 787 and Corey is 779.
Should be close then.
Yep. Less than 10 points. And as I understand, when they read Fargo, sometimes they'll say that out of 1,000 matches, Corey should win 779 matches, and Torsten should win 787. 8 matches apart.
Well, this is going to be 3-1 on the hill. And we're going for a break. We'll be right back.
And we are back. Corey Deuel to break the balls, leading 3-1 in the first set.
Let's have a little study of this break. Change sides.
He switched sides. He's hitting. Is he hitting the? Okay. So he's coming across it. He wants that cue ball coming around. Last year he worked on this break quite a bit and was not very successful with it, trying to make the 10 ball on the break. He's breaking the ball, sending the 10 towards the left-hand corner pocket and the cue ball off the rail and then into the 10.
He certainly does love to experiment with the break, doesn't he? He's not afraid.
He does. No, well, he works at it. He studies it. He's a student of the game and a student of the break.
Yeah.
He realizes just how important that break is. I mean, just look at it this way. Tyler Styer was one of the best breaks. Shane Van Bonen, one of the best breaks. You know, they're breaking to run 8 balls instead of 10 or 9 and getting nice wide open racks. That in itself is a big advantage. In 9 ball, just think what a good, well, you saw what a great break can do in 9 ball when you watched Turning Stone this past weekend. That break just opens everything up for you.
Yeah, and they were breaking from the box, of course, in that tournament. Break from where you want.
Breaking very successfully. I saw some breaks that were just making 3 balls on the break and a wide open tic-tac-toe rack.
Oh, yeah, that always looked a little bit on the thick side.
Now, you know, after watching Torsten play, he had a very successful turning point in his first 4 matches. I think he had 36 wins because they were races to 9, and only like about 4 or 5 games lost in the whole first 4 matches.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. And so he was breaking the balls great. He was playing great. And he was moving around the table with a little more confidence and determination that he seems to be moving around here.
Oh, now I think, has he got, I just wondered if he's got the angle to just float round the back of this 6 to leave it in the opposite corner, but he hasn't, so he's going to be leaving the combo, I would think. Yeah, it's going to leave the 6-9. This is missable, George.
It is missable.
It's not a gimme.
I think he'll just stop the ball at the 6 ball, come across and go to the opposite side for position. He might bring the cue ball back just a little. No, he just stop it and go. There. And see how he leaned for that to go over?
Yeah. Urging the cue
He had a
ball,
plan.
wheeling it over.
Or he was urging the 6 ball to get by so he could be straight in on it.
Yeah.
A little bit further and he's got an easy follow. Now it's laying just a little bit funny. So he has to work at it, I think. I don't know if he can just follow straight up. No, he has to go in and out. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Drawing into the round and back across. That was a smart shot.
He needs these 3 balls to win the first set. And then the worst he can do is a shootout. And of course, Torsten needs to win the next set so that it can go to a shootout.
Yeah, Corey looking cool.
He does. He's unfortunately, you know, especially with these 2 guys, because they're both, you know, you root for both of them no matter what. But Corey looking like he's in control of this match.
Yeah, that was an intelligent little shot as well, just nudging into it. Beautifully played. And in the first set, he's going to go to Corey Jewell. And in it goes. So 1-0.
And we'll be right back with the start of the second set. Oh, okay. Well, we won't be right back. We are right back. And that was a pretty good set from both players there. A couple of mistakes here and there led to a 4-1 victory for Corey. Set coming up after this, our 8 p.m. to be determined set, will be Dennis Grave and Miško Fortunski. Those guys are 3 points apart in Fargo. And they'll be up at 8 o'clock, or as soon as this match is, well, 8 o'clock. Depending when this match is over. If it goes longer, then it's a little longer, but I doubt that it does. Corey to break the second set as Torsten broke the first. Still going with that cut break. 9 ball is going to shore things up, make things a little harder, but he's got, I think he's got a place to go between the 2-3 to the rail on the right side.
There's a real cluster of balls. Look, just 2 balls up the other end of the table.
I think if he goes between the 2-3 and into the side pocket, he can hit the head rail and send that 1 ball down. But that could scratch, so he might decide against it.
He's going to push here now.
See, I'm trying to figure out my angle here. No, he's going to go a different route. That angle's pretty slow.
Yeah,
he went for a push.
Just playing the push.
I forgot you can push out after the break. And you have 60 seconds.
That's why there's 2 of us here, George.
That's correct.
Yes, that wasn't a bad push, actually.
No, because you can't give it back.
No.
I don't think, because there's so many balls to get behind for a safety. Is he just going to bank the 1 ball down and get over by the 5? You would have liked to have hit that other side of the 5.
It's a real mess down here. Yeah. Look, we only need the 5 ball to go down there, and we've got a game of chess on our hands. Look at that.
Looks like a 1 pocket game.
It's not. Yeah.
And it favors the left-hand corner. All the balls go to it.
Is he playing the 6 here?
He's playing safe behind the 10. And I believe he's given up a little bit of a he might. I'm not sure if he can cut this in or not. I know he can go to the rail first.
Yeah, I think he can get to it to cut it in, George, but does he want to?
This is kind of wild, but look at this kick shot off the 1 into the 10. Where does it send that cue ball, that 10 ball to? Kind of like that. He might have room to go between the 6-7.
Yeah, he has. He can go. There's a chance here, but how does he get to the 2? He doesn't want to collide
inside
into
English,
the 6.
he comes around the 6.
Yeah. Almost can go rail first on this. Just like that.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. Need It's another good shot though to get onto the 3. Does go in the right-hand middle pocket. Does it go past the 8? That's what he's just looking at.
The 3 ball go past the 8 to the corner, and it might not go past the 7.
Yeah, that's where he's playing.
Oh, for the other corner.
Yeah, for the other corner.
Okay,
yeah,
up on top.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Past the 8 ball. He did look at it, but now he would have liked to have come over a little bit more there. Can't really get to the 4
It's
from
funny.
this.
I was thinking you could draw the ball just a little kind of a stun draw to get below the 7, because it's nice and it's a touch shot, but it sends the 3 ball right. Well, it should hit the 8.
It does.
Should hit the 8.
It does go past.
There you go. And there's his. And there's his cover.
What's Corey like with the jump cue? Is he a jumper? He's going for it. We're about to find out.
He's got a jump break, or does he have a dedicated jump cue?
I don't know. There's lots of joints in that, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty big jump cue. It looks like the back is real light. Looks almost like an aluminum. I haven't seen something like that before.
Oh, it works.
And
the batteries are still working in it, George.
The batteries are still working. Well, he got over.
We've seen quite a few games today that have been like this, haven't we, where there have been lots of safety.
Well, you know, sometimes there's clusters and they have to work around them. That's pretty simple shot. It's a good shot for Corey to come from behind there and kick it up to the upper right-hand corner. And that cue ball should slide down.
Might even get him beyond the 8-9, yeah.
Exactly.
Good chance of hooking him back here. Just caught it a little bit thin.
Yeah.
And he's left it.
And this is what Torsten needs.
It's been working for it, hasn't he? Needs to get off to a good start in this second set.
Yep, he should be off to a good start, like you said. But this isn't, you know, the easiest of shots. And holding for the 4 is a little bit delicate.
Played short side on it. I like the way he's played this. Great shot.
There's room past the 5.
Oh, he jumped up on that. Snatched, a little bit of a snatch. Wasn't a very smooth stroke, that one. Just suffering a little bit at the moment.
Torsten does one of the things I've never seen any other player do. He'll go back and find this match on YouTube, and he takes bits and pieces. He does his highlights and his lowlights off of it, and he studies them.
Clever.
He showed me that in Ohio.
Wow.
And it was quite amazing. You know, first of all, I had the equipment to go through and cut that out of the video. And the dedication.
That's still, yeah, you know, he's not the youngest player on the circuit, and he's still got that desire.
Well, you know,
ambition.
At 43, he's not. I felt I played pretty good until my 50s, and I still don't do so bad. I just don't have the focus.
He certainly keeps himself fit as well.
Yes, he does.
He does a lot of work, and you've only got to look at him to know that. He looks in fantastic shape, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Thoroughly nice guy as well. So Torsten is going to take the first rack. And the second set, just a simple 10 ball.
Just what the doctor ordered. this time of life, or in the pandemic, we're taking a break. this 42-year-old Hall of Famer to break the balls, leading 1-0 in the second set after losing the first set 4-1.
Wow. Put
Nine
everything
ball?
into
No.
that. Put everything into that. He's made a ball. I think it's the 4 ball in the side. So, and he's got a shot at the 1, so good chance here. And now, can he miss the 3 ball?
With
Go around
it?
Go around it, or maybe just go in front of it?
It's really close. He could probably draw up and miss it.
He's going top. He's going high on a cue ball. Needs to miss round the back of the 3 here. And that's so much concentration on the cue ball there. Forgot to pot the ball.
Well, he was just playing safe behind the 8, I think.
He changed his mind at the
last minute. Came around it nice, didn't he? Look at the position on this 2 ball.
Is he bank it? Can he bank it? Oh, he can get through to it, can he? No, he can't get through to the pot.
See the left side of it, I believe.
Yeah.
He's trying to tuck it in behind the 9.
Oh, where's the cue ball? He's all right. You saw again, typical example, George, on this new cloth off the new rails. The inside English just not grabbing enough, so didn't quite get past the 9 ball as intended.
Yeah. You know, when I was talking to Torsten in Ohio,
what a shot that is.
The weirdest thing was we were talking about cooking. He's quite the chef. He is quite the chef.
I imagine he eats very healthily.
Yeah. Of course, I was showing off my desserts.
It doesn't show.
Yeah. Okay, is he gonna go for this and just stick that cue ball on that 5? I mean, play the safety and stick the cue ball on the 5, or just go for it and come out?
Yeah, he's going for this.
The 5 ball's tough.
Oh, again, cue ball tracking towards that side pocket again. And you have to say neither player in their comfortable rhythm at the moment. Both players missing balls. There's an interesting chap there. I've seen some very nice beards around here as well. Oh, is this going to reach a rail? Is it going to reach a rail?
Oh, yes.
He missed. I think he fouled the. I think he hit the 6. He did. He hit the 6
ball
ball.
that moved.
So. Surely he's going to play another hook shot here. Yeah, getting tight in behind that 6 ball, maybe.
I like getting tight behind the 5.
Yeah, or carry him into the 5 and leave him behind the 7. Options here, isn't there?
Yeah, he's got several options.
What does he feel comfortable with? Yeah, in behind the 6.
Tucked it in real nice.
And that's a great shot. And
especially if Corey can't see above the side rail on the left with the cue ball, he's got a tough shot.
He's in all sorts of trouble here.
If he's frozen on that 6, he's got a real tough shot.
I mean, look, the 2 so close to the 3 as well, George. Makes it that more difficult. Well, answers in an email, please. How'd you get out of this one?
Oh, he is tight. See how he had to... Oh, look at this spin shot. What a shot
that is.
And that was his... they call them Z shots or Zorro shots.
That's
or
the
what do
old,
you call that?
The old Z shot from Efren Reyes, yeah.
Look at that take on the second rail.
Brilliant shot. Unfortunately, though.
Makes me think of a Miller Lite commercial, even when you're just showing off.
Yeah, I like the way he never played to pot that. Couldn't hold it for the...
Well, here comes this cue ball right behind these this little wall of balls.
Another smart shot there.
Now my question is, will he 2-rail kick at this 2 ball? I like the 2-rail kick here because it sends the 2 ball down.
He's jumping.
Oh, he's going to jump it.
He's jumping. Got the old aluminium jump cue out.
Now, I got to say, you just used a word there that just sounded so much better with a British accent. You said aluminium.
Yeah, you say
And
aluminum.
we say aluminum.
Yeah, I've never got that. I don't. Yeah, I know it sounds
It
weird.
sounds so much better with a British accent.
Torsten, the house pro, still at Amsterdam Billiards. I was very lucky to go and have a visit there on my last trip to New York.
Someone was talking about some of the things he's doing up there to change things around in New York. Forgot what it was he was doing, but it was very different. And I just remember hearing about it, and it got my attention. Apparently, not that much, since...
What's the chances of that? Look,
hooking him with the
exactly
6 ball
where
right
he
there.
was, exactly the same position. That's unbelievable, isn't
And
it?
up against the ball.
What a great game this is.
It all depends on your perspective. If you're Corey or Torsten. If you're Corey right now, you're kind of complaining about the game. If you're Torsten, you're going, yes. What a difference, huh?
I think he can get through to it, actually. Wow.
If I make the 2 and I didn't call it, you got the option, right? Is that right?
Bit of banter between the two. They know each other very well, of course. They've probably played each
I
other
wonder what they were talking
thousands
about.
of times.
I didn't pick up on what was going on.
I didn't either. Wow, he's hit that very wide. They have a good old chit-chat.
And when they're chit-chatting,
what do you think we mic the players up? That would be fun, wouldn't it? Are you an advocate for that or not?
I think they prefer to be silent and stay in their own heads.
But they've still got that choice if they're mic'd up. Just don't
I've
say
never seen a
anything.
match with the players mic'd up. I've often teased about it since I do commentary and sometimes play, especially in some of the tournaments I used to play in.
Yeah.
Would it be fun to mic me up? And I'm sitting there going, I don't know. Some of the words you might not want to hear. It could be fun.
I think the closest we get to it is the World Cup of Pool, of course, the Scotch Doubles World Cup, where they do mic up the players' seating area where they sit together. So
Oh,
you can
okay, so
pick
you
up,
can hear their strategies.
yeah,
and
hear
what
their
they're-
little strategies
Gotcha.
and stuff, and chit-chat between racks.
Using the 9 ball? No, he just went right by it. That way he didn't risk tying the 9 ball up with the 8. And he'll come back for the 8 on the side. And this is when I really think commentary is very important, especially in professional pool, is to describe how the last 3 balls are run off. I was being very sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm not going to bite on that one.
Okay, so this is tied up at 1. This 10 ball. And we're
And it
tied up
goes.
at 1. Corey will be breaking the balls, of course. And John will be racking. John Lehman racking with that Predator rack. Keep in mind we have sponsors. Alpha Crypto. There's Ralph Souquet. Speaking with Ralph.
Ray
Raymond
Linares,
yeah. In the stands. The Kaiser from Germany,
there's
Hall of Famer.
Another legend of the game from Germany. They've produced some great players over the years. Germany, of course.
And we have 3 Hall of Famers here this weekend. We have Torsten HOHMANN, Ralph Souquet, and Mika Immonen. We had Daryl Appleton coming down, but I believe he had to pull out at the very end.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a
Yeah, I knew.
positive for
Test
COVID.
just
But
a week
I
or
just
so.
wanted to bring you and just pull you up on something that you said. You said we have 3 Hall of Famers in the building this week. I believe we have 4.
I'm talking BCA Hall of Famers.
I believe there's another Hall of
talking
Famer. I'm
about
sat next to
BCA
him.
Hall of
I'm sat
Famers.
next to him right now. Come on, tell us the story quickly before Corey breaks.
Oh, it's just an Arizona thing.
Okay.
I was very fortunate to get inducted to the Arizona Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.
This past November.
Corey to break. Oh, he stuck with that break and he scratched.
He scratched with it.
Wow, and he scratched in his bottom left-hand corner. That's not something you say after many breaks.
Yeah, Corey did what?
One thing about Corey is he's never afraid to try something different. And
the thing is, he's always trying to find something different. He likes to stand. I don't think he likes to stand out. I just think that he likes to think things out and see if he can find an advantage.
Yeah.
What can I do to be different that works?
I remember having an interview with him with the Booth brothers at Las Vegas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he was talking about the break. And he said, well, I'm just going to try and make the 10 ball in my next match every single break. And that's what he went out and did. I think he made 2 or something.
It cost him a couple matches, I think, because he kept trying that instead of with the tried and proven ways.
Yeah. Interesting chap.
But, it's all again. Well, he's going to hit the correct side of the 6.
He's just going slightly away from the 6 now.
It won't be going too far.
He's okay. He's on the rail, though.
And that's quite all right, too, because all he has to do is hit center, and I don't think he wants to go 2 rails. Just come straight down the table off this shot. No, he went ahead and went for the 2 rails. It was easier.
Yeah, cued it well.
It would come off further.
Didn't have quite so much angle, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He hit the 10 ball?
Wow, he's hit the 10 ball there.
Oh, wow.
And now he doesn't have a shot on the 9. Now, do you stun this up and keep the cue ball behind the 9 ball?
I keep the cue ball there and go 2 rails with
2
this.
rails.
You got to avoid the side pocket because I think he's playing safe. But you could call the side just in case. And just stop the cue ball there.
Yeah, it's a very intelligent shot. Needs it to run though, and it hasn't. It's not going to run, I don't think.
He's actually trying to stun that ball right behind the 10.
Yeah.
Just kind of follow it up a little bit with the stun.
Not sure if he can get through to this. I think he can.
Tied at 1 here. This is a big game. Big swing.
Oh, what a shot.
Big pocket.
What a shot. He's going to go 2-1 up. Don't forget, he won the first set as well. There it is on your screen, 4-1 in the first set. This to go 2-1 up in the second. And in it goes. We're at 2-1. So Arizona.
to break the balls, leading 2-1, second set. 2 more games, and this match is over. If it goes 3 games and Torsten wins them, we go to a shootout, and we almost went to a scratch and ball in hand. But he does not have a shot.
And the cue ball tracking again to the corner that he scratched in on the last break.
He's got a tough way to hit this ball, too, but he doesn't have to hit it. I just forgot.
Where'd you push?
He reminded me, you can push.
You can push.
There's a push out after the break, and he has a minute to decide.
He's looking at the shot clock. That will tell him that he's got plenty of time. Over about 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Take Jeremy's advice.
Planned it out.
Use it. Use that time wisely. You can't get it back. Time is something you can never get back, George. Decides to push it. Now he could kick and stick in here behind the 9.
Yeah, he's not going to get this back.
No.
Torsten will kick this ball. Actually, in order to get it past the 8, he has to hit it thin on the right. He might give it back. As I look at this, you know, you can't hold the cue ball up there.
You're right. He's giving it back.
The cue ball up.
He's just said, "Come on then, Corey. What are you going to do with that?"
Yeah, the more you study the shot, the more you see that that one ball's in a tricky place.
I might call the 8 here in the side.
It wouldn't hurt.
No, he's played that pretty well. If it doesn't leak out past the 2, now the jump cue's going to come out here, I'm pretty sure. Straight away,
the whole thing.
Walks back to his chair.
Let me ask you a question here, Mark. Would you rather be jumping this ball or kicking the one before it?
I'd rather be jumping this.
That's right. So then,
yeah,
I think Torsten made a right move there.
Yeah.
Let him go for it. I agree.
Oh, what a great jump shot. Made another ball as well, I think. Didn't see which one
5
it was.
ball, I believe.
And he's nicely on the 2. Here we see the replay. Up and over the 2 ball. Nice slow-mo for you. Right in the heart of the pocket. And then kick the 5 in as well. 2 for the price of 1.
Now he's got this long shot on this deuce. Let's watch his stroke here.
Oh, he's come across it. Just not quite in rhythm at the moment, and this is a chance now for Corey Deuel to go on the hill once again. 4 maybe is just a little bit difficult, but I think he's got room to get on it, George.
Well, the 4 goes to the upper left. Easy to get to from the 3.
There you see the little piece of red material sliding up and down the cue.
And there was a good shot of the size of the pockets. They didn't look very big. He'll come just under this 10 ball for the 4, I believe. Or will he go above it? Just under and right over. Here's the rail. Yep, he's in business. Now it's a stun shot for the 7 in the side, and from there it is your basic little
tic-tac-toe
pattern. Kind of a small triangle where you kind of stop the ball to lead 1 ball to the next.
Might play this past the 9 now in the opposite corner pocket. Just run past the 8 slightly. Just like that, that's fine. Doesn't want to go too far, that's okay. Looking good, Corey Deuel.
Yeah, he is. Oh.
Chose to draw off the side rail. A little
This
bit
puts him
sway
on the
this.
hill. He's 1 game away from this match. Where Torsten needs the next 3.
Nicely cued and nicely on the 10. And you're right, it's 3-1. It's going to be Corey Deuel breaking in the next rack for the match. Wow, slightly slight surprise there at the way he's sort of running away with this. 4-1 in the first set, 3-1 now in the second set. Torsten, uncharacteristically, has made more mistakes than he would expect him to. Corey's made some as well.
He's gotten them back.
Referee John Lehman.
Racking the balls. Good look at that Predator table. Keep in mind, folks, these are brand new tables, one-piece slates. And you can see the lights underneath on the legs.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's not John's legs lighting up. That is the legs of the Predator Apex table.
Right.
And they're beautiful, aren't they? Almost the same colour as the cloth.
Yeah, and actually those lights are changeable.
We can have a disco later if we want. You
Can
can
you do
even
that,
make them
Evan?
flash.
That'd be kind of distracting to have the lights flashing underneath there.
Oh, he almost made the 10
Oh,
ball.
he came close.
And I'll tell you what, it would not surprise me if he didn't play that.
Oh, sure, he's been playing it the whole time. That's what, but he's played it from the other side.
Yeah.
See, John Lehman came over and kind of mentioned it to me. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah,
what
he
happened?
Did. John came over and looked at me like, just what we talked about.
Why not? For the match, might as well go for it. Oh, that's a nice shot. Oh, close to the scratch, and look at the 2 ball.
I think he can see it. Let's take a look at his body language.
Yeah, he's already looking to see his route round to get on the 3, so I'm pretty sure he can get through and hit enough of this. I'm not sure he can, but he must be short. No, he couldn't, and it was the safety he was looking at, and it's a pretty good safety. Not bad for a second prize.
Not bad for second prize.
It's a pretty good shot.
Our next match coming up, which is the 8 o'clock to be determined match on the social media page, will be Dennis Grabe and Miško Fortunski.
Estonia versus Poland. Wow, that was a bit of a nothing shot. That I don't know what he played there, but he's left it into the side. Not much to do with the cue ball either, George, to stay on the 3. Just a little draw, soft little draw shot. Wow, you can't believe that. I can't believe that. He was up for the next shot before he played that one. Now a real chance.
I'm speechless. It doesn't happen very often.
I was going to say, when was the last time that? 1958.
I was 6 years old, thank you.
Yeah, that's, if you want to be any side of it, that's perfect. Draw across. Just be careful, a little bit wary of the 8 here, George.
Oh, you know, when that ball gets missed, it gets missed just like that. And I've seen some of the best players in the world miss that shot. They just don't cut it enough. And there's something to be said for shooting that ball. They call it a blind cut.
Blind pocket, yeah.
Blind pocket.
Yeah.
And never thought about it till I saw them missing it, and then I found myself missing it too.
I think he was a little bit worried about the 8 as well, trying to straighten it up a little bit, trying to pinch the pocket maybe just a little bit. Hit it on the thick side.
Yeah, that's probably precisely why it doesn't get cut enough. You're watching what to do with the cue ball.
Yeah.
But if anyone needed a miss at that juncture or point, this man right here at the table.
Yeah, that one got away from him a little bit as well, George. You know, it's not ideal position. I know he's okay, but it's not ideal. And it tends to snowball, you know.
Yeah, he's going to put a little draw, a little right-hand English on this, so he catches the side rail, head rail, and back.
And there you go, you see, it's missable. And that was just a little bit of a careless positional shot on the previous 5 ball. I mean, I don't want to criticise a Hall of Famer, you know, of course I don't, but, you know, it's what it...
Well,
it's exactly what happened, and he's going to cut this down the rail.
As we can see, even Hall of Famers make mistakes, and he cut it down the rail rather well.
Oh, yes. And look at that. And friendly little nudge on the 7.
And
It's going to be all over.
Yeah. He used every bit of that pocket.
If it's there, you might as well use it.
That's right. Problem is that the way that pocket will be used changes day to day. And the amount of play, humidity, temperature, things like that could change.
That was well played, actually. Well controlled, this shot here. Just play a stun off the side rail, or is he thinking of drawing?
Well, you know, he's just measuring that. His cue stick came awful close to that cue ball, and I thought, what would happen? What would he do if he actually touched the cue ball?
Sit back down in his chair.
I'd get sick. I get sick to my stomach.
That's okay. Natural angle to come 3 rails, maybe hit the 4th rail as well here. Now then, just has to make the ball, George, and he's won the match. And he's going to do it as well. That's absolutely perfect. Couldn't have played it better.
Well,
bang on the 10.
This will send Torsten to the 1-loss side, and he'll go on to the 2nd round match.
Well played, Corey Jewell. 4-1, 4-1.